Hello, I'm Ray Luna. Welcome to my channel. For today's reading, we're looking into what are your hidden talents or hidden gifts that you have. So for group number 1, we have Mother of Dawn and Carnelian. For group number 2, we have Quartz with Tourmaline and Morgan Lefay. For group number 3, we have Snow Obsidian and Abaddon. For group number 4, we have Moss Agate and Lilith. So take your time and pause the video if needed, and when you are ready, head to the description and click on the correlating timestamp to receive your reading. Hello group number 1, welcome to your reading. With their cards here, we have Mother of Dawn, the Emissary, Beauty, Agency, Compassion, El Shaddai, the Radiant Lord, Wisdom, Paternalism, Kindness. So hopefully I pronounced that right. So what I'm seeing here with both of these cards here is I feel like you guys are a great parental figure to others. This is especially true if you have children. I feel like your children strongly look up to you. You are a great role model to them. Even if they don't say this to you, this is what they're thinking about you. But I also see here, if you don't have children, to other people in your life, your friends, your family, coworkers, people see you as a strong figure of guidance. And it's funny here because we have Mother of Dawn, that right there says mother, but with this other card here, El Shaddai, it also talks about paternalism. But this kind of seems to be more of a fatherly figure. So it's like, it doesn't matter who you are, you're like a mother or father to other people. You're someone who's able to nurture, raise, and grow other people in a way that they're healthy and flourishing. Like you have a lot of wisdom. And for some of you guys too, this could be like, people could tell you you're an old soul because you have so much wisdom and guidance you can give to other people. Even if you are watching this and you're young, it's like you lived a million lives and you have so much knowledge to give other people. So one of your talents is endless knowledge, endless wisdom. Even for situations you haven't lived through, you're still able to give advice to other people. You guys are kind of like that friend who might be single, but you give the best relationship advice to your friends, your family, and people need that from you. But you are someone who is very good at helping other people, giving advice, and overall just nurturing and guiding people. That's one of your talents. I also see here as well, not only are you someone who has a lot of knowledge and seemingly someone who's an old soul, you're also someone who is also very beautiful physically in your appearance. So you could have naturally really clear skin, very thick hair. There's something about your appearance here that's very alluring to other people. Maybe part of the reason why you are someone who comes across as a paternal figure to others is that you have a friendly face, or your appearance has this beauty that makes you more approachable to other people. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys and see what other hidden talents or gifts you may have. Okay, with these cards here, we have the 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the Tower, Ace of Wands, 6 of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys are really good at making other people feel rewarded and accomplished. You're really good at encouraging other people to reach their highest self. So I feel like you guys are the type of person to encourage people to go after their dreams no matter what. You're the type of people who are able to give others motivational speeches or pep talks in the spur of the moment. You're able to help someone by giving them the advice they need, by encouraging them and making them see their own greatness. So I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you guys, you are a teacher in some form, or you would make a very good teacher because of this skill. I feel like you guys are really good at highlighting the most beautiful traits of other people and letting them know about it. But I also see here as well, one of your talents and gifts that you guys have is that you stand out. You have a lot of talent and ability that deserves to be recognized with the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. I feel like you guys are someone who could walk into a room and a lot of people turn their head to look at you. This could be because of your beauty, but I also think people can sense on your aura, your energy, that you are a kind and compassionate person. You must be a kind and compassionate person if you have this skill of letting others see their greatness and constantly fostering them so they reach that highest potential they may have. And we also see this too with the two aces here, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Your ability to inspire people and make them feel on top of the world and, overall just helping them, that could lead to a lot of money for you. So you guys should look into coaching, like a spiritual coach or a life coach, being a teacher in some way, because I feel like you guys would make a lot of money doing this if you're not already doing this, because this is something you're very naturally skilled in. It just comes to you because you're so kind and compassionate. You're very easily able to find these positive traits in other people. And this is also why you're like a parent to other people, because of course a good parent always encourages their own child and wants them to be happy and do their best and tries to help them learn life skills so they can succeed. You guys are like that for many people in your life. So make sure you know that you are someone who people love to have around. You have value, and people would be sad if you weren't in their life because you add so much value to everyone who is present in your life. So I'm going to put down a couple more cards and get final messages to see what other hidden talents or gifts you may have. Okay, with our last three cards here, we have Dystopia, Mask, and the Doe. So this is something else that's very interesting that's coming through with Dystopia and Mask. I feel like you guys are someone who has the skill or ability to see things how they actually are. So if someone were to try to trick you or trick other people, you easily can see their true motive or their true intentions with what they are doing. So I see this as like you're able to see through a politician's lies, right? Something like this, like someone's telling you the story, all these good things, and then you're able to tell, okay, this is a trick. And you're able to expose deceit and lies other people are saying. And this is another reason why you're like a parent to people, because you're a protector. And with the Doe here, you're someone who protects things that are precious, that are worth fighting for, right? You want to guard something so it can reach its highest potential. That's your number one skill and talent I keep picking up on. But I also think, too, with Dystopia and Mask, you guys could be a little bit of an idealist, which can help you a lot, but sometimes it can give you difficulty because you might see society and how it's run, and you might think of the way it could be much better. And you're seeing how, the people running the world or running things politically aren't doing things correctly, you think, right? And that can be painful for you. But because you're an idealist, you're able to see a more beautiful version of people in the world around you. And this also can lead you to more easily manifesting your dreams or your goals because you know what that end goal is. You know that better version of something you're fighting for. And that leads you to be constantly improving and helping other people. But I will say this, you guys are very talented in the sense that you can see things before they happen. You can encourage other people and help them grow in their own life. And this in turn can lead those people to helping you out later on. And I also feel like you guys have an approachable, friendly aura. People can sense you're compassionate. And if you keep this up, your ability to be an idealist and keep fighting for good things and encouraging other people, moving forward yourself, make sure you encourage yourself as well. I feel like some great things are in store for you, because how could they not be with this great energy here? So that was your reading, group number 1. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Consider liking the video and subscribing, turning on the notification bell if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. With your cards here, we have Morgan Lefay, the Witch of Ages, Atonement, Growth, Deceit, Martyr, Matron of the Blind, Honesty, Shame, Restitution. So what I'm seeing here for your hidden talents and gifts is that you guys are someone who can come back no matter what. So if the worst thing in the world happens, you're going to be persevering and surviving. In face of injustice or lies against you, like maybe you were framed for something that you didn't do, you can come back from this. You're someone you can come back from the dead, I feel like. You're resurrected and given life once again. So I feel like that's your talent and ability in face of opposition, people trying to come for you in some way, trying to harm you in some way. You can always come back from this and defeat these people or things that are against you. And this is an amazing talent to have because you have the talent of being able to survive so you eventually can thrive and grow and have something more. But both of these cards here with Morgan and Martyr, this makes me think of someone who was framed or cast aside and your true intentions weren't seen. Your true self wasn't seen by other people. But I do think this is changing. And I feel like your gift and talent is that you're going to defeat this. You're going to come back and whatever you had to deal with, like being scapegoated or being treated as a villain and it wasn't true, that's ending. So for those of you going through something difficult, like what I just listed and what I said, that is definitely ending and you're going to have a comeback. And you're going to have something where you're proven to be true, or you're able to live life in a way where you have retribution. You're vindicated, you're seen as you are, and people will believe you versus whatever this energy is I'm picking up is very intense. But you guys are going to come back. So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys and get more insight on what this is and what your hidden talents and gifts are. Okay, with these cards here, we have the 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups, the Chariot, 2 of Pentacles, Justice, and the Queen of Swords. So yes, before I put these cards down, I could sense you're going to have your comeback here. And this makes me really happy because the energy with the first 2 cards is really heavy. But you guys are like the underdog. You're going to succeed in the end. That's your talent, too. You're someone who's always going to persevere even when people paint you as someone who's not, or they think you're going to fail, or they tell you that, and they try to influence you to fail more. You're not going to fail. You're going to succeed here. So with these people saying all these things about you or negative actions towards you, that's blocked. You're protected here. You're going to succeed with the Chariot. Your willpower is your strength in life. Because you've been tested so many times, how can anything else break you? Like, you're the unbreakable here. There's something about you that's like unending. Like, you're forever. You're doing something really amazing here by overcoming the doubt you were given. And I feel like you guys had a lot of difficulty to carry or a lot of things to manage with the Two of Pentacles. And you're finally going to be receiving justice. And you're going to have balance in your life. But I also think this could relate and give you the talent of giving justice to other people. You could be someone who's quite fair, quite discerning here too with the Queen of Swords. That's my card that always tells me discernment. You're able to see the truth in situations that are unbalanced, unfair, and you're able to correct them. And because of that, I feel like you could be gaining some strong friends or people who will later on help you because of your ability to discern and always fight for justice. Or maybe you'll find people as well. For some reason, I'm picking up some other people coming in later on for you guys. These other people could come in and give you a helping hand to balance out your own life. Maybe they relate to you. Maybe they have a similar experience to you and they also have a strong sense of justice. But you guys are having that blessing of a little community that relates to you coming in as well. Some new friends here. I know some of these messages that are coming through aren't only hidden talents or gifts, but these other messages they're coming through, so I want to give them to you guys so you don't miss anything. But I also want to say, because of all this I mentioned earlier, all the difficulty you might have went through, or being the underdog, you're going to have a lot of sense of self-satisfaction with the Nine of Cups because your success is hard won. You fought for it. Like blood, sweat, and tears, you fought for your successes, and everything you got is because your own willpower, your own strength, your perseverance. Nobody can take that from you. You're a warrior. And anything you get soon, like that new friends I mentioned coming in who could relate to you, receiving more balance in your life, I feel like you deserve that, and that's because of your talent of keeping on no matter what. I feel like you guys could be inspiring to other people if you were to share your story. Maybe you have an unbelievable story, but I feel like you could receive some success here with the Chariot by telling people your story or connecting with others. Because I feel like there's a lot of other people like you who are the underdog. They're the person who sacrificed like the martyr, even though it's not their thing they want to sacrifice for. It's like other people giving you difficulties, but you're going to succeed in the end here because of how tough you are and how strong your willpower is. Most people don't have a willpower as strong as you guys, so you should be proud that you have such strength. So I'm going to put down my last 3 cards here and get final messages on your hidden talents and gifts. Okay, we have the Healer, Tears, and House. So what I'm picking up here is I feel like you guys are going to be able to find your home in a metaphorical sense. You're going to be more comforted soon. And also your talent is being able to find your home anywhere. So it's like because you went through so much difficulty in picking up, you're able to ground yourself in random places. You're able to comfort yourself in a way other people can't. Like a lot of people need support from other people to feel connected, to feel grounded, to feel safe, but you guys are your home. So in a metaphorical sense, it's like you're your safe place and you're your own security because of that willpower I mentioned. So you also should feel really comforted with this skill because it's protecting you. Like if you are your own home, you can never be lost. And if you don't feel that way now, I feel like you guys are going to be connecting with this soon because I felt, oh, you're going to find your home soon. So I want you guys to keep that in mind and know that this is a strength. It was a strength that formed because of difficulty. We see that with tears, but it's something that's going to give you a positive feeling later on, and maybe even other people. You're going to be able to teach people this skill to find home within themselves, to find comfort within themselves and face anything. And I also want to say here, with the healer and tears, I feel you guys are able to heal whatever you've gone through. You have a strong healing power. So like you're not as negatively impacted by difficult things because you're used to overcoming them. You're used to dealing with them. So now it's like you're this healer. You had to find your home in yourself, right? You had to find your safe place with yourself. And this allows you to heal yourself and other people in a way others can't. Like you kind of have a Midas touch, but with healing others. So I feel like you guys, if you don't do anything with like healing work, this is something you could consider in the future because you'd be amazing at it. I feel like you're able to be in touch with other people's sorrows and your own sorrows and make them into something that's art, or make them into something that doesn't hold you back anymore. So obviously things like that are never good, but you are someone who makes the most of negative situations or things, and you make it something that can make you successful. So you guys are really talented with these abilities. They didn't come from good things, but you're making it something good. So you should be really proud of yourself and know that you're protected. And I just want to say a last message here. With the stone you chose, it's quartz with tourmaline. So you are protected with tourmaline, and with clear quartz, that's allowing you a conduit to channel whatever you want new into your life. You are never going to be held back with the energy I'm picking up here and your strong willpower. So continue fighting on. And I hope this good messages that I told you and this reading come true for you guys. This was your reading, group number 2. Let me know if you liked it. If you did like it, consider liking the video and subscribing, turning on the notification bell if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Welcome to your reading. With your cards here, we have Abaddon, Overlord of the Abyss, Pestilence, Corruption, Malice, Aran, Master of the Great Hunt, Authority, the Hunt, Natural Balance. So what I'm seeing here for your gifts and talents is I feel like you guys have a natural instinct that you follow, a natural guide. So you could have a strong intuition, a strong consciousness, and strong thoughts on what to do next. But I feel like you're someone, you have this natural sense of being. You have a certain nature to you. Like, that's just you. People might say, there's a certain way you are that's just identifiable to other people. So in some sense, you kind of could be unique compared to other people. You naturally stand out, even when you're not trying to, because the way you do things is naturally to you. It's a little special, it's a little different, and other people can sense that and pick up on that. But this is a good thing. I also want to say here that you guys know what you're doing. You come across as someone who's intelligent, so other people see you, and while you might stand out for doing things a little bit differently and uniquely, it also seems like, okay, this person knows what they're doing because of your sense of self. It's hard to explain, but like you naturally have this presence of authority. Like you know what you're doing. You're smart. You got it. So even if you were doing something in a way that was unusual to other people, people are more likely to trust you because they know, like, okay, they must know what they're doing because of the energy that's around you. So that's a talent and skill, because I feel like you don't have to trick people, of course, but having a sense of authority can make people believe you and trust you more. So it makes things a little bit easier, like getting that new job opportunity or having people believe you when you are telling the truth, right? They're not going to think, hey, maybe they're lying. They're going to just believe you. You have that aura around you. And I also see here too, I feel like you guys could have a power with animals. You could strongly connect with animals here with Iran. This makes me think of someone who is a nature-based person. You could connect with animals. Maybe you can sense like what your animals want, like if you have pets, or if you were to go to a farm, I feel like you're able to read the signs animals give you because, you know, they can't talk. They use body language or noises to communicate. I feel like you guys are kind of like someone, if you were to have a superpower, it would be communicating with animals, like you could understand them. Or I think of like, if you ever watched the show Teen Titans, there's the character Beast Boy. He can turn into the different animals. You guys have that sense about you that you're really connected to nature, animals, and you can really communicate and connect with them. And it's healing for you, and maybe you even help heal them and give them love and support as well, because animals like to feel connected, especially like cats and dogs. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put down my next set of cards for you guys and see what else is coming up for your hidden talents and gifts. With these cards here, we have the Six of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the Devil, the Fool, the Emperor, and the Three of Swords. So what I see here for your hidden talents and gifts is you guys help people break free. So with the Devil and the Fool, this makes me think of someone pulling really hard and like breaking their chains, their shackles off, and like running off into the forest, something like that, which is kind of weird, but I feel like you guys are really freeing for people. Like you have a personality, or this could be something you do, like an ability that makes people feel free and open. So maybe you're someone who's really good at meeting new people, like giving icebreakers, and people feel comfortable to talk to you. Like you're able to get people to open up. So not only are you talented with connecting with animals, you're also talented with connecting with people and understanding them. You're able to connect with living things in a way other people can't. Like you guys have knowledge that you gain through observing living things and understanding their patterns and behaviors. But you use this to free people. You use this so you can help people understand themselves more. And I feel like you guys give off a sense of authority with the Emperor and with the Abaddon card. That card kind of seems scary, but when I see the Emperor, it gives the same feeling. Like you guys kind of give this sense of authority, and people can trust you because of that, or they think what you're saying is more credible for some reason. People are more likely to open up to you. You kind of give off a trusting vibe, even though you sometimes might intimidate people a little bit. I'm not going to lie. That protects you. But people also, they kind of see you more when they're talking to you. That breaks down and they're like, okay, this is a really trusting, cool, open, free person. But I feel like you guys have the talent too. Like you're able to be wild and free every once in a while with the Fool. You're able to let your hair down and just have fun. And I think when you do this, you're able to heal any difficulties you have experienced, or letting go of negative thoughts and, you know, things you just go through in life that could be hard. You have this ability to knock that away, push that away when you're just having fun, a carefree day, a carefree outing. I keep feeling like a forest for some reason. So maybe some of you guys have the talent to connect with nature by walking through the forest, hiking. But there's something there, like you connect to the forest and nature in some way. And if you don't know this, I would maybe try walking or connecting with nature. I feel like you guys have some type of special connection with a forest or the outdoors you might not be aware of. You guys have the ability of generosity. And I don't want you guys to take this as like, okay, so I can give and give to other people and be empty. No, no, no. You give to other people in a way that's rewarding to you back. Like, you're able to help people remove restraints from their life. And because of this, I feel like it's rewarding for you. Like, you like to take care of other things, like other people, animals, because animals need a lot of care, right? I feel like you like to see your energy go out in the world and contribute to something positive. And that positive energy is making you free. It makes you feel really good, and it's something that's beneficial to you. So I'm going to put down my last 3 cards for you guys and see what other talents and gifts want to come through. Okay, with these cards here, we have Terror, the Illusionist, and Pursuit. So what I'm seeing here with Terror is this message keeps coming through for some reason with the first card, the Emperor, Terror, this sense of being kind of intimidating. But it's weird because it's like, even if you're a small person watching this, like you're not very tall or you don't have a very like strong physique, you could have that. You could be tall and have a strong physique. But even if you don't, you guys kind of have a tall energy. Like, you feel really tall or you have like larger than life energy. So that intimidates people. But I feel like this protects you because you're able to have your own sense of self. Does this make sense? Like, you're able to pursue things in your own way. And because of that, like, your true talents, your true self is shown. You don't have to hide yourself as much as other people because of that natural energy around you. Other people don't have that. Or not as often as what I'm picking up here. It's really, really strong. But I do think this is interesting because with Pursuit, I'm also seeing this as someone who's on point, on target, very goal-oriented and focused. So even though you have this sense of freedom and you're able to break restrictions for yourself and other people, I feel like your goals and what you're pursuing, you must be very passionate about, because it's like what you're pursuing, yeah, that's a target that's more organized and restricted, but it's freeing for you here as well. Like, whatever you're going after frees you. But usually for a lot of people, whatever they're going after can restrict them. It can hold them back, but that's not for you guys. That's not for you guys. Whatever you're going after, it's making you want to fly and go more. So that's really awesome. Like, you guys have a drive and energy that makes it so you're more easily able to achieve things. And you have that natural sense of authority that makes people believe in you or not question you as much. So that was your reading, group number 3. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like it, consider liking the video and subscribing, turning on the notification bell. And I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. With your cards here, we have Lilith, Thief of Life, Hunger, Animalism, Instinct, the Keeper of Whispers, the Mad Prophet, Curiosity, Madness, and Forbidden Knowledge. So I instantly want to say here, you guys are someone who has such a strong curiosity. I'm thinking of Curiosity Killed the Cat, but the satisfaction brought it back. So like, you guys have a thirst for knowledge or maybe excitement and thrills that put you in situations that sometimes, might not be the best. But I feel like this is a talent and gift for you because it gives you risk-taking abilities that others don't. So like, you're able to take a risk, and that can put you further along in life than other people, because a lot of people play it safe. They don't want to be seen They don't want to deal with difficulties. They don't want to work long hours. But for you guys, you like excitement, I feel. You like the thrill of something crazy happening and then having this wild story to tell people, and other people are freaking out while you're telling the story, and you're just like, that's another day for me. And I hope this doesn't come across as negative, because it's not negative. Like, I'm smiling when I'm reading this energy. You guys are just someone who processes life differently. Like, you need excitement. You need a thrill. You're someone who could watch horror movies and you're not scared of it. You like the thrill of like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? That's what I'm picking up from you guys. But I think your curiosity is something that can sometimes harm you, but there's a lot of times this insatiable curiosity, it brings you to places other people couldn't go or wouldn't dream of being, because you're always taking a risk. You're always doing something fun and wild. And I also think here too, with the Keeper of Whispers, it says the mad prophet. You guys are kind of like a mad genius. You might come across as a little crazy sometimes, but that craziness is really smart. It's really genius, and it carries you. It's hard for me to explain. It carries you in a way like you're not going to have a regular life. You're not going to have a life like everyone else here because of this extreme want for more. You want more from life, and you're willing to do something more as well to have that. You're not just going to sit complacently waiting for something to happen. You're like, no, I'm going to get it, grab it, go. Let me get that excitement. Let me have something going on. So let me put down my next set of cards for you guys and see what other hidden talents or gifts you might have. Okay, with these cards here, we have the Knight of Swords, Temperance, Death, Page of Swords, Queen of Wands, and Knight of Wands. So you guys have 2 knights, which means you have crazy amounts of energy. Tons of energy, and this is really beneficial for you. Maybe this is why you guys are so curious and always taking risk, I'm feeling. But with these 2 knights, you're very bold. Like, you guys have a lot of courage. You have a lot of confidence. And this is something people respect and admire about you. Because if you don't have a lot of courage and confidence naturally, that can be really hard to build up. It's not something people easily can just have. Like, people struggle their whole lives to have this level of boldness I'm picking up from you guys. So you should be proud of that, because I feel like it protects you. It's weird. Like, usually when I pick up that, sometimes that energy can make someone have a lot of difficult situations because they have this energy that's not as easily as contained as other people have it. But for you guys, I feel like it's kind of like a movie or a character in a show. You're always getting in these situations, but it works out in the end. And your life's kind of like you're the main character in a way. You always have these crazy things happening. With Temperance and Death, and picked up a weird message, but it's like you're able to live many lives. So maybe you guys kind of change up your look a lot, or you change your job a lot, or you go through like different phases. Not that like you don't connect with each of those phases, but I feel like there's something always changing or being flexible. Maybe you're flexible, but that's another talent and ability I'm picking up from you guys. You can put yourself in all these different situations. You can literally act like a different person in many different situations, and that saves you a lot of the time. It gives you more opportunities. It makes people like you more, because not many people are like this. And I also keep picking up, like, with the Page of Swords too, you have that sense of being a go-getter, not being stoppable, cutting through things you don't like. So I feel like you're also someone who's very independent and opinionated. And Lilith gives that vibe too, of independence. And maybe sometimes people don't like that, but if someone doesn't like that, it cuts them out of your life. So you don't have to do a lot of work to get rid of people who are difficult for you. There just seems to be something that balances out so you don't have to deal with them. Like what you have, like your personality, if someone was like, oh, you're too opinionated, you're too independent, you're just like, I don't really care. Like, okay, and like that puts some people off, but it's kind of like if that puts those people off, you don't want them in your life anyway. Like they tell on themselves that they're a red flag or not good to be around. So you have that protection from this energy. Maybe some of you guys like to travel a lot, and this is a talent or ability because traveling can be really difficult on your body, like, you know, jet lag, or if you've ever been on a road trip, it can be really difficult to sit in the car for hours and hours. But I feel like you guys, you kind of have this energy of like, you would be able to be like a rock star traveling, like in a bus across different places to perform. Like you have that energy, like you're able to do so much that other people can't because of this flexibility and boldness combined. It makes you really different from other people. But with the Knight of Wands, if you were to travel and go many different places, I feel like you could handle that, and you could be recognized in some way from doing that, or you could meet many different people who become your lifelong friend because of that boldness you have. So I'm going to put down my last 3 cards for you guys and get any last messages on your talents and abilities that you have. Okay, with these cards, we have Mortality, the Ghost, and the Alchemist. So with Mortality, I'm thinking you guys are thinking that life's short, so you have to do what you want now. That's probably why you're like this bold personality, always wanting to do stuff, always having so much energy because you know that you have this one life and there's a lot you want to do before it's over. And you recognize how important every moment is, so you want to make the most of your time. And this is a amazing talent and ability to have because many people don't have this. They have, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll have time. I'll have time, not realizing life is precious. You could lose it like 1 minute from now, tomorrow, 10 years, you know, it might not be for a long time, but for some people, they don't have time. And you know that even if you have many years ahead of you, you know that your time's precious and it might not be that way. So you're trying to make use of it and live life to the fullest. So let's say, you know, when you're met with your mortality, you can go on and not regret anything. You are someone who doesn't want to live with regret. You want to live every day to its fullest and feel confident with your decisions and have the pleasure of life in the now. And with the Alchemist and Ghost, I see you as someone who's kind of like the magician. You're able to create a lot of what you want in life just because you have that confidence. And if something doesn't work, I feel like even though you're watching this tarot card reading, you're someone who, if the universe doesn't give you something, you're like, well, I'm going to make the universe give it to me. And you take lots of action. You do lots of things to make it happen. Like, you're not someone who waits. You want it to happen. You're going to make it happen. And because of that extreme ambition, you don't let things elude you like how a ghost would. You do everything you can to capture what you want. And that's why I can see you guys being successful no matter what you do in your life, because of that extreme ambition, courage, and boldness, and your ability to be independent, take risk, and not care if people think you're crazy or not. You're like, yeah, I am crazy. What about it? That's what I'm picking up here. But you guys have a lot of talents and abilities that are going to take you far in life. So make sure you're proud of that and don't let anyone stop you. Like, I don't even have to tell you that because you're already doing that. But that was your reading, group number 4. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you did like it, consider liking the video and subscribing, turning on the notification bell so you don't miss other readings like this. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. Bye.